Hello and welcome back to We Are on a Break, and thank you for tuning into We Are on a Break. And today once again we are about to set off on an epic road trip adventure to Switzerland from Germany. So without further ado, let's dive straight into our vlog. Once again, welcome back to We Are on a Break. Here's the story of my epic Switzerland road trip with my crew. We started off in Germany, and since the weather was sunny and perfect, it was great for a road trip. And the day before, we got super prepared as we made homemade burgers, loaded up on groceries for cooking at our Airbnb, and also packed everything we would need because, let's be real, Switzerland is super duper pricey and we really wanted to save our wallets. So with the full-on swing with road trip vibes, music ready, and a plan to save our wallets, we hit the road to explore Switzerland one stop at a time. Hello! After taking multiple detours and singing along to our favorite songs, we're finally here in Switzerland. And this place is called as Walensee. It's a lake here. It's so blue and it's so nice. And the weather is also on our side, so it's so pleasant. It's not very cold, but it's a little bit windy, it's chilly, and it's really nice. And after a long ride, we are now officially in Switzerland. This is Walensee, and this place was so scenic. It's one of Switzerland's largest lakes, surrounded by mountains, and also some cute houses with cows on the shore made it even more beautiful. The water here has this incredible shade of blue-green, and it was perfect spot to kick off our Swiss adventure.
And now the photo.
The journey from Munich to Brienz, where we had booked our stay, was supposed to be around like 5.5 hours, but with all our stops, it ended up taking us the whole day to get there. But at one point, we pulled over at this stunning lake after Walensee. So initially, we did not know which lake was it. We were just clueless, but later I learned that it was Vierwaldstättersee, also known as Lake Lucerne. So this name, Vierwaldstättersee, actually means the lake of four forested settlements in German. So it's named after the four historic regions around it, that is Uri, Schwyz, Unterwalden and Lucerne, and that joined together to form the foundation of Switzerland. So it's not just this beautiful lake, but it's also a very big part of Switzerland history. So after a full day of travel, we have finally arrived at our stay here in Switzerland, and along the way we made multiple stops which reminded us of how beautiful this country actually is. And tomorrow is a new day, and hopefully it promises us some new adventures. So until then, let's soak in the moment for today and let's wind down for today, and see you tomorrow. Bye! Hello, good morning from We Are on a Break, and it's another day here in Switzerland, and we are quickly whipping up some breakfast to fuel up for the day. And also we went to do some groceries, and we realized how crazy expensive Switzerland actually is, but we still managed to bring some eggs and bread. So stay tuned for more. She's in the, I don't know where. What? after having a heavy breakfast at home, this morning we headed straight to Lake Brienz, and it was raining quite heavily, but that didn't stop us from having a great time. Even with this gloomy weather, the lake looked actually very beautiful. The weather was quite like a mysterious vibe because there was like mist all over, and it was quite beautiful to see that even with this gloomy weather. And after spending some time around the lake there itself, we took some pictures also, and then we took off towards Interlaken, hoping and praying that the weather would clear up along the way. Interlaken is a beautiful city here in Switzerland, and it sits between two rivers, that is the Lake Thun and Lake Brienz. And it's my second time in Interlaken, and it's my fourth time in Switzerland, and I must say that I love every bit of this. So Interlaken is also known for its beauty because it's very scenic, and you have like majestic Alps surrounding the city, and there are a lot of shops, cafes, people everywhere. The streets are bustling. And welcome to Interlaken, and just look at the beautiful autumn colors on the Alps. It's just so pretty. And while we were here, we also spotted one of the famous lake ships that is right here in Interlaken, called the Weareonabreak, and this ship is well known in the area for connecting towns across Lake Thun and Lake Brienz, like Interlaken, Thun and Lake Brienz. And we did not go in the ship as we were on a road trip, and we did not need a ship to get around. How was it?
Very just awesome.
Let's walk, come. As we walked towards the bridge, we saw this blue river flowing through Interlaken. As Shreya said, she was awestruck. The color of the water was vibrant, almost turquoise blue, so clear and bright that it felt completely unreal. And the river flows right through the heart of Interlaken, adding so much life to the area. Honestly, the beauty of this place is so hard to put into words. It's one of those spots which will remain fresh in your memory always. And we went into this little cute cafe to warm up with some hot drinks. Now, I'll admit that I'm not a fan of espresso and coffee without sugar in general, and my reaction definitely says it all. But I think that the videographer was on a mission to capture some of my not so glamorous moments too. But still, it was all a good fun, and it added to the experience. We've been walking around the streets of Interlaken from the past 2 hours now, and there has been no single sight which we said like, oh, this is not nice. Everything is so pretty, especially because it's fall. You know, the colors of the leaves, as you can see behind me, okay? It is so pretty. Like, it has like so many colors, red, yellow, a little bit brownish, and it's so pretty. Interlaken has this really interesting connection to Bollywood, and over the years a lot of famous Bollywood movies have been filmed right here, especially around the lakes and mountains. And not only Bollywood movies but also Kannada and many other South Indian films. I personally loved the song Ninindale from the movie Milana, and that famous song was shot in and around Interlaken with some scenes in Austria. And in this vlog I'll be taking you to all the spots from that song, well, except from the ones in Austria, but it's amazing to see how these stunning landscapes have inspired filmmakers from all over India. This is the statue of Yash Chopra, and it's also written here here that it says that he is the ambassador of Interlaken. And after visiting Interlaken, next we drove to Lauterbrunnen. Welcome to the most breathtaking valley in Switzerland. The beauty of this place is honestly beyond words. Lauterbrunnen is known for its dramatic cliffs and the waterfalls that seem to pour right from the mountain tops, and there are actually like 72 waterfalls in this valley alone. And the most iconic one, the one you see here, is the Staubbach Falls, and it's right in the heart of the town. Lauterbrunnen tourism has created pathways up the cliffs so you can actually get close to the waterfall. So we decided to hike up. It's not a very tough one, but for sure we can get tired as we go up. But as a reward, we get to see the amazing views. So let's do it. So we're finally up here after all the ups and downs. The last time I was here, I hiked up and experienced the waterfall almost right under my nose, but this time it seemed like the waterfall had shifted a little bit. But since we are already up here, we took the chance to really take in the full view from the top. It gave us a whole new perspective to appreciate the beauty of this place with our own eyes. And after we came down, we grabbed some hot drinks and decided to take a walk around Lauterbrunnen. This is one of the most scenic routes here in Lauterbrunnen because it's surrounded by majestic cliffs, and the beauty of this place is, I cannot describe it. Honestly, I don't have to say much here because you'll see it for yourself in the video just how beautiful this place is. I'm completely short of words to describe this place, as I had said earlier. It's one of those spots where the scenery just speaks for itself. About this place, what do you feel?
I am speechless. It's heaven. 2 steps closer to heaven.
Yes. So, Mama, how's the feeling? Yes, truly excellent. And our prayers were answered and the weather turned out to be absolutely perfect. The air felt so fresh and clean with just the right hint of coolness. It was so refreshing just to breathe it in. And with no rain, it was the ideal setting for our evening stroll. By the time we wrapped up our walk, it was already dark and it was time for us to head back to our stay, and also we saw the full moon. It was really nice, and once we got back, we treated ourselves to a comforting homemade meal. Honestly, let's give ourselves a pat on the back for cooking dinner at home and enjoying it together. Warm food and great company were just the perfect way to end this beautiful day. And after a good night's sleep, we set off in the morning for our next destination. Today was a big day because we also visited the top of Europe. I have a whole separate vlog for that adventure, so make sure to check it out. But before heading to Grindelwald, we made a quick stop at Ruggenbrau AG for a little over the top whiskey shopping. So my colleague had told me about this ice label whiskey, which is a limited edition whiskey aged in barrels stored up at Jungfraujoch. So even I was pretty much excited to see what this was. So this whiskey is pretty much unique because they actually age it up at the top of Europe, like where the barrels are kept at a very high altitude in the cold alpine climate. So this process is said to create a smoother and slightly richer flavor, as the temperature and lower air pressure at this top of Europe at Jungfraujoch influences how this whiskey matures in the barrel. So it's definitely a one-of-a-kind souvenir for whiskey lovers. Fast forward to end of this day, we were also very lucky to catch this beautiful sunset in Grindelwald. Make sure to check out my Why Should You Visit Top of Europe vlog for the Grindelwald scenes. Hello from day 4, and today is the day we are actually heading back home. So it's a long road trip ahead, but which means that we will also make multiple stops along the way and hopefully not make any wrong exits. So the feeling of vacation coming to an end is just so bittersweet, but what to do, it is what it is. And also they say that the destination is important, but journey is just as important as the destination. So let's try to take in the views and enjoy as much as possible. So let's hit the road. On our way back, we made a stop at the Church of the Sacred Heart of Jesus in Lucerne in Switzerland. And this historic church, built in 1888, has been here for over a century and holds so much charm as it's perched on a hill. So the views from top there are great. So we even attended the Sunday Mass and spent some time at the church. It was such a refreshing start to our journey. And after spending some peaceful time near the lake, we moved on to our next destination, as the next adventure was waiting for us. So I'm in Pilatus in Lucerne. So here we can try the mountain roller coaster. It's an actual roller coaster on the mountain. It's called a toboggan. And it's my first time that I'm going to try this. I'm super excited. Fingers crossed. And ta-da! We're finally here to try the mountain toboggan. So first, we purchased our tickets for the cable car, which will take us to the top of the mountain to Fräkigaudi. So this cable car ride itself takes about like 10 to 15 minutes, giving us a chance to soak in the incredible mountain and forest views. And there are also like two options when you purchase your tickets. Like you can either get a ticket only till Fräkigaudi, where are all the adventure stuff like the toboggan and other activities, or you can also get it till the Mount Pilatus. So this is Fräkigaudi, that's our stop where we had to try the mountain roller coaster. So there's not just the mountain roller coaster here, but there are also like many other activities here, making it the perfect place for a family holiday with something for everyone. So you'll also find these adventure stuffs to do, playgrounds for kids and scenic spots for picnics as well. So this spot really has a bit of everything for all ages. And after waiting in line for what felt like ages, it was finally our turn to try the toboggan. So we weren't allowed to film or like even use our phones during the ride because it was forbidden. And because we had to keep our hands on the brake and adjust the focus and just enjoy the thrilling experience. So it was all about soaking in the excitement and the beautiful views as we raced down the mountain. after that thrilling descent, we finally reached the bottom, and then a cable was attached to our toboggan later on, and that pulled us back upwards. And during this ride we could finally use our phones, and this was the perfect opportunity to capture the stunning views. And just like that, we've reached the end of our Switzerland road trip, wrapping it up with an incredible mountain roller coaster ride at Fräkigaudi, and then gliding down with these beautiful views on the cable car was just the perfect end to this beautiful road trip. Thank you so much for tuning in to We Are on a Break. I hope you enjoyed traveling along with me through my unforgettable journey. If you would like to see more travel stories, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and then I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any of your questions, so please drop them in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for sharing your time with me, and until next time, take care, stay blessed, and ciao!